From Jess Gaduco, hi Jess, no? IBC 13, marami pa din po confused lalo sa mga barangay sa pamamahagi ng card per household. Pinipilit pa rin po ng ilan barangay na maghati ang ilang pamilya sa isang form. Paano to maa-address? Okay. Before I answer that, kanina sinabi ko na, there's no him or her, us or them, conservative, liberal, communist, or whatever, Christian, Muslim. Here, it's COVID-19 versus all of us. So, I want to share the simple principle, no? Sa lahat ng pag-uusapan natin at sa lahat ng ikla-clarify po natin, I think we go back to yung purpose ng gobyerno, purpose ni President Duterte, purpose ng economic team at ng Kongreso sa batas na to. Okay? And when you talk about this law, yung Bayanihan to Hilas 1, you talk about COVID-19 because it's a response, di ba? It's a response to COVID-19. So our response to COVID-19, which is based on scientific advice, is mag-lockdown or magkaroon ng community quarantine and later on the enhanced community quarantine. So the problem with the community quarantine is nag-uunahan ngayon anong papatay sa iyo, COVID-19 o yung gutom. So the Bayanihan to Hilas 1 was passed because ang intensyon ng Pangulo, wala pong magugutom at wala pong nangangailangan ng gamot na hindi niya makukuha during this time, na hindi ka naman makatrabaho, hindi ka makapunta sa kamag-anak mo, hindi ka makapunta sa 5-6 o sa sanlaan o sa bangko para mangutang. So, every time there's confusion, bumalik po tayo doon. Ano ba intention ng ating Pangulo? So, in this case po, yung quota, ang intention po ng Pangulo, walang magutom eh. So, that has to be our frame of mind. Having said that, it's supply and demand. Meaning, kung ang hinanda ng gobyerno ay 100 billion for 18 million families, but actually 18.5 million families ang nangangailangan, hahanap tayo dun sa 500,000 families, no? So yung quota, actually mga mayor ang nagbigay ng name na to sa Metro Manila na quota because based on certain official statistics, no? I think it was the 2015 census, pero ang ginawa ng Department of Finance, nag-add ng 3 million on the census, no? Kasi tumaas ang population natin. Based on that, per region, meron po yan scientific estimates, no? It's not guesstimates, hindi po to hula, pero hindi rin po to eksakto, no? So it's let me call it scientific estimates of ilan po ang pamilyang bibigyan. So as these numbers come out, halos lahat po ng kapitan at mayor ay nagsasabi ng kulang, no? And part of the confusion is let me jump to one question kasi I think papasok din dito, no? Sige, ulitin ko na lang yung questions, pero may nagtatanong kasi na parang sinabi daw ng gobyerno or sinabi ko lahat bibigyan. Let me clarify po that. From the start, we've been very, very clear that there are 24.6 million Filipino families. Okay? And then let me inject another thing we have to clarify, household. For the purpose of yung emergency subsidy program, yung 5 to 8,000 pesos, the government has been using household and families interchangeably. No, but let me go back to that. But anyway, so there's 24.6 million families or sometimes ginagamit ng gobyerno households, no? Ganon din sa 4Ps, there are 4.4 million families po ang mas technical na tama. Pero ginagamit din yung household, no? Okay. So based on that, yung 18 million are informal, part of our informal economy. Yung 6.6 million families are part of the formal economy. Iba po ang programa dyan. Doon po sa 6.6 million families po yun, ha? So that's more than 30 million Filipinos. Yan po, may mga programang existing dyan, like sa DOLE. For example po, yung natigil at hindi nagsusweldo ngayon, pero nagbabayad kayo sa SSS. Yung isa po, yung binabanggit ni Sec. Sani Dominguez sa akin kahapon, that they're working on a big program, no, for micro, small, and medium enterprises. Hindi ko siya pangungunahan. I told you this 2 weeks ago na that yung part of the stimulus is both big business and micro, small, and medium enterprise. At tingin ko tama na unahin nila yung micro, small, and medium enterprise because more than 90% of employment nandyan. So tutulungan nila yan para yung mga employees nun, no? So, dun sa iba nagtatanong na may trabaho at hindi kayo nakakasweldo ngayon, maaring dun kayo sa 6.6 million kasama. So, ang sinabi po namin, kung qualified kayo sa 18 million, lahat kayo dapat meron. Now, there was some confusion po on the forms because nga po of the interpretation and the guidelines. So, I got a chance to speak to Sec Dominguez and Sec Rolly Bautista, Yusek Amy, and the Office of Senator Bongo kahapon. Nagkaroon kami ng mabilisan na pag-uusap sa telepono. And kung titignan mo kasi yung guidelines, yung SAC or yung Social Amelioration Card, ito ay ginagamit pang-identify. Pero ang nangyari sa implementation, kung ilan lang ang ibibigay sa city mo, yun din lang ang number of forms. Diba? So, going back to the household, no? Kung titignan nyo po sa dictionary, ang nakalagay po ng meaning ng household, it's number of people in a house and measured as a unit, no? Other definitions is yung laman ng bahay, pero halimbawa, sabay kayo kumakain or preparation and everything. So, to give you context, hindi po lingid sa kaalaman ng Department of Finance at ng economic team that in fact, in the Philippines, lalo sa highly urbanized, maraming pamilya sa isang bahay. So, rather than mag-argue tayo kung sino tama, dictionary, etc., kasi nasa mga guidelines na yan, dun sa mga nakikinig na mag-i-implement, at tandaan nyo po, I'm addressing myself to the public, I'm addressing myself to the LGUs, hats off sa inyo talaga bumagsak ang problema, pero pakiusap nga ng Pangulo at tulungan ng national government. And of course, I'm talking to the national government, specifically DSWD and the task force, no? So, to take out confusion, Tagalogin na lang natin, o let's use the Filipino language. Ang isang bahay, maaring maraming pamilya. So, kung ang laman ng bahay mo ay 3 pamilya, at 2 pamilya doon ay qualified, edi yung 2 pamilya makakatanggap. Kung 3 pamilya ay qualified, edi yung 3. Kung 3 kayong nandyan at sa formal economy kayo, di ba? Example, hindi bahay, compound. So may mga kaibigan po ako sa compound nakatira, nandun pa yung magulang, 4 silang magkapatid, tig-isa silang bahay, yung bunso ay single, pero yung first, second at third na panganay ay meron ng pamilya, di ba? So actually, bibilangin mo ilan ang pamilya doon. So in dictionary terms, isang household 'yon, pero maraming pamilya. But as I said, because it's being used interchangeably sa mga guidelines, clarify namin, ang ibig sabihin ng household in this context is pamilya. So Tagalogin na lang natin. Yung isang bahay, maaring maraming pamilya. Okay? Pero wag nyo po sisihin si Mayor, wag nyo pong sisihin si Kapitan, because there are only 2 possibilities sa mangyayari. Kasi ibibigay at ibibigay sa inyo to. One possibility is that hindi kayo qualified, and that means may ibang programa that you will qualify pag kailangan ka nun. But not the ESP program, no? Yung Emergency Subsidy Program. So maraming ibang program, DSWD, DOLE, Department of Agriculture, and then may inaayos po ang economic team led by Sec Dominguez for micro, small, and medium enterprises. And then later on, with the business community at yung mga nag-a-advise and kasama Central Bank, there will be more programs for the economy, no? The second possibility is that kulang talaga. Meaning, sa census, 50,000 households, and then 30,000 ang bibigyan, but in reality 70,000 na kayo at dapat bigyan ay 35. So dito po tayo nakikiusap na hindi sapat sa crisis na to yung whole of government approach. Whole of government po, ibig sabihin hindi magtuturoan yung gobyerno kay local government, national government, barangay, interagency, kongreso, executive, kailangan magtulong-tulong. this is really an all of people approach. Tayo-tayo na ang magtulungan lahat, no? So, yung sinasabing, yung isang question po ng isang reporter na tinatanong, yung sinasabi daw ng ibang kapitan ay maghati-hati sa isang bahay. This may be a creative way to help and get you the help muna. So, mag-uusap po ulit kami ng DSWD today. May 2 USEC po na ibinigay po na contact. May matrix na po kami ng mga guidelines, may mga suggestion. May mga ano po may mga very successful na nagawa together. One example po niyan is with COA. And let me thank Sec Rolly and USEC Amy and Deputy Speaker El Rey Villafuerte. And of course, thank you to Chairman Aguinaldo. By working together, naayos nila yung guidelines ng COA kasi under the existing guidelines ng COA before this emergency, pag meron pang unliquidated yung LGU, hindi pwede mag-download yung DSWD. Pero kung hihintayin natin yan, meron mga LGU o marami, hindi mada-download yung ESP or yung Emergency Subsidy Program. So by working together, walang camera to, walang press release, by working together, the people I mentioned were able to put this together. Si Majority Leader Romualdez, marami din kausap everyday, no? Yung iba pong, yung ating pong economic cluster, si Joey Salceda, si Sharon Garin, si Congressman Kua ng Quirino, no? All of them are working. Si Chairman Yap with Deputy Speaker Pulong, si Deputy Speaker Loren Legarda, no? So hindi ko na ma-mention lahat, pero walang cameras, walang press release, nakikipagtulungan. Another thing that we got done with DSWD is sa mga LGU ngayon, nauna na yung download ng pera kahit inaayos nyo pa yung forms and identification. Sa unang guidelines, baliktad, no? Or sa draft ng guidelines, hihintayin muna lahat. Tama po si Deputy Speaker El Rey na marami pong LGUs at napakalaking pera po na to, 100 billion per month. Mahirap yung banking process at yung ganito kalaking pera. So at least kung nasa inyo na pera, nada-download na, if you take 2 or 3 days to finish yung listahan bago ibigay, nasa inyo na yung pera, no? Another thing po that was got done, yung house to house, no? So na sunod po yung sa March 21 meeting po, sinuggest po ng House panel na house to house po ang validation, ang delivery, at meron po tayong infographics na nakapost dito sa Facebook ko, no? Ang hindi pa po namin natatanggal dyan, at yan po ay gusto namin i-work out sa DSWD, yung pong liquidation, meron pa hong pirmahan o payroll. Kasi sa panahon po ngayon, hindi dapat tayo lumapit, may social distancing. Pangalawa po, the droplets can be on the ball pen, on the paper, no? So ito po so far is not a COA regulation. But wala namang masama na makipag-ugnayan sa COA ang executive branch, no? So far it is the bureaucracy or the DSWD. And hindi po natin masisi ang DSWD because in the past, pag wala yan, sila pa nakakasuhan. But let me go back to my experience sa DFA po. And again, hats off sa atin SecGen ngayon at dati po nating Undersecretary na si Joel Montales. Alam nyo, nung bagong dating siya sa DFA, sinabi ko na kailangan talagang maayos yung problema sa passport. And una niyang tinanong, ano mga kailangan at kulang? At ang sagot sa kanya ng DFA, kulang na kulang sa tao. So we have to work closely with the different agencies. And ano pa ba makakatalo dun sa picture na inaabot mo ang pera at pati yung bahay kuha? Diba? Everything. Unless i-photoshop mo. But napakawalang yana naman siguro nung yung kapitan na hindi bibigay. At saka yung nasa picture naman, makakasalita yun kung binigay o hindi. So regarding set guidelines is whether we agree or not, pareho naman po kami ng DSWD na ituloy nyo muna yung LGU kasama po ang mga field offices ng DSWD na i-start ipamigay ito. Doon po sa inyo nag-aalala na qualified kayo hindi makakatanggap, every minute, every day po dinidiscuss kung paano punuan yan. So hindi naman po to one time na bigayan ngayon lang, today lang. at yung hindi makakatanggap wala nang apela o wala nang pag-asa. So magtulungan po tayo. Pero kung meron po kayong kilala na lubos na nangangailangan, no? Gamot, dalhin sa ospital, pera, whatever, no? Tulungan na natin, 'di ba? Hindi lang naman gobyerno ang source ng tulong. So, yung pagtutulungan, doon ako babalik ulit. This is the whole of people approach. Lahat na tayo dito, no? So, third question, may nabanggit po sa isang araw si DSW Secretary Bautista na posible more than 18 million household talaga ang kailangan maabutan. Ito po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina na isang problema, qualified ba kayo? Baka doon kayo sa 6.6 million. The other one is the actual survey. So, nire-recognize po to ng DSWD and in case kulangin ang 200B, may move pa ba mapag-usapan ng executive at legislative ang supplemental budget? The Bayanihan to Hilas 1 does not limit to 275 billion pesos. The executive can find other sources. But it's not that easy. It's quite tricky, no? Bakit po? Kasi po, pag bumaksak ang ekonomiya natin, marami din pong magugutom. So, recognize po ng gobyerno na madali pong buhayin ang ekonomiya, pero ang patay, hindi nating kayang buhayin, no? Having said that, the economic team is working hard na yung mga kukunin ng budget hindi makaka-apekto sa ating ekonomiya once na under control o matalo na natin tong COVID-19. Okay? Question, does DSWD authorize representatives to get cash aid? Well, kaya nga po natin gustong bahay-bahay kasi kung nandiyan ka sa bahay, hindi ka makakaligtaan. So, if you're someone who is working now and is in essential services, malamang po nandun ka sa 6.6 million No? But for any reason, wala ka sa bahay, that's precisely why we're using LGUs, especially the barangay. So, if I was a barangay captain now, my brother, Mayor Lino, was a barangay captain, or if you're a mayor, at mayor po dati si Lani, alam ko napakahirap ng burden na ikaw mamimili sino makakatanggap at sinong hindi. That's why we're trying to help explain. One, we're finding more funds. Number two, we're together with the executive, dinadagdagan natin yung programa. But number three, nakikiusap tayo na kung ano muna ang ibinigay, tuloy-tuloy natin ipamigay, di ba? So I've been talking to also other mayors na kaibigan ko, and kanya-kanyang gawa ng paraan So ang task namin today is to work with DSWD to simplify in one memorandum circular all the guidelines to take out lahat ng unnecessary, no? So kung may ideas po kayo, ibigay nyo lang, no? And sandali, just to acknowledge din, no? May nag-forward sa akin. Let me just see if it's kung makikita ko kaagad. Tanong ni Mr. Ermin Garcia na Sunday Punch sa Dagupan. For needed personnel to distribute social amelioration forms, can we deploy an armed police and army assisted by barangay personnel? Actually po, ang aming suggestion nga, yung ibahay-bahay yung forms at lahat bigyan, but with the explanation to them that i-evaluate pa yon at i-validate kung pasok sila sa ESP program, yung 5 to 8,000 or sa iba. But because nga may fixed number, ang naging interpretation at implementation ngayon is fixed yung number ng forms. Wala dapat kakulangan ng personnel na mag-deliver because dapat nagtutulong-tulong ang field office ng DSWD, PNP, AFP, barangay, at saka yung LGU. But to answer your question, yes, this can be deployed. In fact, pagka pera na yung dinideploy, armed po talaga yung military at police. But I've been around, especially sa Taguig, na armado yung mga police. Very friendly pa rin po ang tao. Alam po nila na ang police po ngayon ay kakampi po nila. No?